All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I want to go ahead and welcome College of DuPage's new president, Dr. Siddiqui, to share a few words with you folks, all right?
Good evening. Good evening, all. And welcome to College of DuPage. I'm so excited to see so many scholars at the same place today, this evening. So I'm asking all the scholars to please stand, if you can. All the scholars. You may be seated. Thank you. So the Scholar Award program is the college premium merit-based scholarship program. So be proud of your selection and be prepared to be challenged, to explore new path and to have fun at College of DuPage. You are not here by accident or by chance. You are here because you have made it happen. A scholarship is not a gift, it's a recognition. And please don't be afraid of being here, new, as a new students. I'm also new. I joined College of DuPage on July 1st. So let's work together, let's learn together. It's a very good place to work and learn. I want to make it clear that no matter who you are, what's your background, where you come from, you are always welcome and you feel valued at College of DuPage. During your time here, please take advantage of many fun things here. Jump in and try new activities, whether it's participating in one of the many clubs we have on the campus, attending a free event, or becoming a part of the arts. We have a very nice theater. If you're interested in culture and arts and drama and theater, we have a lot of resources for you here. COD is a perfect place to push beyond your comfort zone because everyone here wants you to be succeeded. We will provide all the resources that you need to complete your journey, to be successful citizen and successful professional. I also want to thank all the family members here, mentors and supporters who help you get you here this day. So thank you for parents, families, mentors, and supporters who help you to get this point. Finally, I would like to say that I wish you all the best as you begin your journey at the College of DuPage. Let me repeat myself. I have a habit of repeating myself. I was also a student at College of DuPage, and I took machining class here a long time ago. It is a wonderful place to learn, recognize, earn credentials, certificate or degree programs. There are multiple pathways for you here. If you are interested in certain technology or workforce program, we have a variety of programs here. If you want to transfer to four-year schools, we have a variety of options for you. So there is no limit to the opportunities at College of DuPage. Let's work together. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that welcome, Dr. Siddiqui. Next, we've got Dr. Kiantra Loza, the Executive Director for Admissions, Outreach, and Enrollment.
Good afternoon, everyone and scholars. So I want you all to know our media team back there already told me don't remove the microphone because I like to walk around. So if you see me using my hands, that's why I need to walk around. I see you, Josh. You're welcome. So I just want to go ahead and welcome all of you to the college. And I have to say, it was an absolute pleasure reading all of your applications, your letters of recommendations, seeing the way that you all have remained engaged within your community. We could not be more grateful to have such amazing scholars here attending College of DuPage. You all are hailing from, I think I heard Wheaton North, I heard Breming, I heard Naperville North, Naperville Central, Wabansie Valley, all over District 502. And the fact that you have decided to continue your educational journey within our beautiful district truly brings joy to my heart. And I would be very, very remiss if I didn't thank you all for choosing College of DuPage, right? We understand that the institutions and the high schools that you're coming from are top-notch, and they've delivered you a top-notch education. And yet you've decided to continue with us. So as you move forward in this journey, please use us as a resource. You're gonna hear an amazing student resource panel. You're gonna hear from our students today, all of which has had varying experiences here at the college. So again, I wanna say thank you. Thank you for choosing College of DuPage, and we are so excited to have you join our Chaparral family. Thanks, scholars.
All right, folks, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce our student resource panelists who are going to come right on up here and provide you a little bit more about the different services that are meant to help you folks come here, be successful, and move on to that next step. All right, so we have Justin Hardy, Denise McGrath, Angel Nance, Christine Kickles, and Trina Sotirakopoulos. Welcome. All right, so the first question is going to be very simple. Can you just tell us a very little bit about yourself as well as what you do and what your department or areas do in relation to our students?
I guess I'll go first, being on the end. I'm Justin Hardy. I'm the manager of transfer services and the transfer center. So I coordinate all of our on-campus transfer programming. So if you're trying to connect to a university, I'm your guy. So we do that. We do in-person. I also work across campus, especially with our friends in the Learning Commons. We do a lot of essay writing to help you get ready to have the strongest application as you go to move forward.
I'm Angel Nance. I'm the coordinator of operations, outreach, and technical support for the Tutoring and Academic Support Center. If that's not a mouthful, I don't know what is. So we offer course content, tutoring, math assistance, and writing, reading, speech assistance. And these resources are available to all of our students, regardless of the courses that you're taking, the format your courses are in. And these things are all free to our students. You're never going to pay anything additional to take advantage of these great resources that can support you in your courses and help you achieve your goals here. And we know everybody's here for different reasons, so we just encourage you to reach out to us for that support in any course that you're taking. And as Justin mentioned, we do also work with students who may be writing scholarship essays, transfer essays, or appeal letters. So keep us in mind if you're finding you need to work on any of those items as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Trina Sotirakopoulos, and like Director Siddiqui, I'm new here. I'm new to honors. I'm not new to COD, but I was someone who wrote a dissertation about community college honors students and had some articles published, and so then I was hired in this position. So I am new, and what's so exciting about that is in the honors program, we have the ability to be so student-centered that whatever you come to us with, whatever ideas you have, we can try to execute those. And what do I mean by that? Last semester, in my first semester here, I took, I think it was like 40-something students to iFly in Naperville, and we made it educative. We learned how to do physics, which I do not know because I'm an English professor, and it was the coolest thing ever. I was like stage mom taking a million pictures of everybody flying. So what am I saying? The honors program, you are all a part of it now. And I'm so happy to lead you on that journey. We have around 20 courses, sometimes 25 courses a semester, and those courses are ICCB approved. They're already developed courses where honors faculty come to the honors program. They apply to teach a course in honors, and we use the National Collegiate Honors Council principles and guidelines. And so you are learning in a course just like any other university, and we are very proud of these classes. You will more than likely be with a full-time faculty member who is on campus, who you have access to. You will also be in a research-oriented, dialogue-centric course. So I'm very proud in my role, and I look forward to working with you this semester, next year, and beyond.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Denise McGrath, and I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. I've met most of you at our scholar orientation session, so I appreciate seeing you again. If you haven't met me or Dr. Duggan, I'm going to send an email out tomorrow to all of you with a link to make an appointment. It's important that we get you in. So Dr. Duggan and I make up your team. At COD, we work under a case management model, and I am proud and honored to be assigned all of our scholar students. So Michael Duggan and I work together as a counseling and advising team. So we will be your advocates, your point people here at COD, and we both take a holistic approach to advising. That means we're here to help you with your educational needs. We're here to help you with your career interests, and we're also here to help you with your personal needs. So we are delighted that you're here. We're delighted that you decided to choose COD, and I really look forward to working with you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christine Kickles. I'm a librarian at the College of DuPage. The library is actually right next to this space. You may have passed by it. The library is open to all students, but we really know that we see our honor students. Whether you're exploring research topics, whether you're coming in to use our media lab, whether you're using us because of all of our specialized databases and resources, we have something for everyone. We also work underneath a liaison model, and what that means is that every librarian has a specialty. My area is business and law and careers, but I have librarians that have come from Mayo Clinic, and they work with the medical students. So we have areas of specialization that I think is really something that we're hoping you will find and take advantage of us. So we welcome you, and I'm glad to be here tonight.
All right, next question. What are some of the underutilized resources your office offers that every student should know about?
Start with me? Okay.
Sure.
So nothing is underutilized at the library, but what we find that is most popular, obviously, is our collection. So as I mentioned, we have something for everybody, no matter what you're studying here. We also have access as a community college. We share throughout the state of Illinois. So if there are things that we don't have that you would like from U of I, we have a system that is set up so that you can borrow from any college, except for two, in the state of Illinois. The other things that our students are using are all the spaces. So if you've been using a public library, if you've been using a high school library, we have taken that to next level. We have group study rooms. We have individual pods that you can use. They're soundproof rooms, in essence. We're also home to equipment, whether it's laptops, whether it is specialized media lab equipment. We know how to circulate things. We know how to get equipment in your hands. So those are a few things that our students that really utilize the library come to us for, besides the obvious, which is books.
In terms of underutilized resources, I guess I want to start by saying that all of you will be meeting with Dr. Duggan and I at least twice a semester, but that doesn't mean that you're limited to twice a semester. Some students like to come and check in with us once a week. We love it. So don't feel like you have a limit to how many times you can see us. Another new resource that we've developed in the counseling office is a quiet room and massage chair. It's a new addition, and I think it's a wonderful addition because you guys are transitioning to a whole new school. You're leaving your friends behind, you're leaving everything that was familiar to you in high school, and there might be some challenging days. So I think this room offers a nice peaceful place for a student to come and relax and have some quiet time and use the massage chair. And finally, I would say attend some workshops. So within our department, we will offer a lot of mental health workshops. We will offer a lot of transfer workshops. And I have been given over the past few years a workshop on how to curb your procrastination, which I know a lot of students have an issue with. So I hope to see you all there.
So I would say the secret in honors is we have money for scholarships that goes completely underutilized. What do I mean by that? I mean that if you look around you and you find 12 people, 1 in 12 will get that scholarship. We have scholarships to North Central University, Benedictine University, DePaul University, Elmhurst University, Northeastern University, and Aurora University. And most are full tuition. So I was shocked in my new role last semester to see that 12 students applied. Why only 12? Because I don't think enough students take honors right away. You need to take 15 credits in honors to qualify for a scholarship. You already have a high GPA. You're already highly motivated. The winners last year, like John Ogan, was a presidential scholar. He got full tuition to North Central. So that is the, I would say, most underutilized resource in our program is students do not take advantage of those full tuition scholarships. So please start now, start early, and think about where do you want to go in Illinois. And we can connect you with those universities, and you can consider, that scholarship and apply for it, and we'll help you.
In the Tutoring and Academic Support Center, we're also known as TASC. One thing that I think is a misconception about us is students only come for academic support when they're not successful in their courses. But we have a large number of high-achieving students that take advantage of our resources because they want to make sure they're maintaining that high level of academic achievement. And we also have our middle-of-the-road students who maybe are just kind of coasting along, or maybe they want to bring things up a little bit. And then obviously we do have our students who are struggling in courses. But I really think one of the most underutilized things that we offer is support with students in developing their study skills. So things like time management, note-taking, test prep, getting organized, motivation, procrastination. These are all skills you want to develop and apply to your courses, and that can help you be more successful. So students are welcome to make appointments with our tutors to work on developing those skills, and we also have a number of resources on our website that cover a lot of those study skills as well.
I would say for the Transfer Center, it's using some of our online resources to look up transfer schools, because you guys are going to have a lot of options, and that can be overwhelming. And if I can give you one tip, don't use Google to look up your schools. You're going to get thousands of hits. Instead, come see me, see Dr. Duggan, see Denise, see the library. We have access to some search engines that will give you a more refined list of schools that meet your needs, that have your major, that can help you move on to get your bachelor's degree. So definitely use some of our resources. They're all free. You can access them online, but also come to one of our workshops. We do workshops on utilizing those different search engines. We can show you how to use transferology. We can show you how to navigate different transfer websites, because there is going to be a little difference how different schools lay out their information. So we're just here to help you out. And so come see us. Come walk in. Come see one of our workshops. We're happy to have you.
Thank you. Those were all great responses. And I really do hope that you folks take advantage of all the different resources that are built to make you successful while you're here. So here's a little bit more of a softball question. How can students stay informed about important deadlines, events, or updates related to your office?
Read your email.
Right. I think we would all say that.
Yeah.
Student email.
And the library has its own website where we have a blog. We have our updated hours every single day. The campus also uses an email that will come that I think sometimes people don't pay attention to, and it's chock full of information. So definitely, read your email. There's all kinds of things, and it's the official communication channel with you all.
And I think you all are probably pretty tech savvy, more tech savvy than some of us, but there's easy ways to forward your email to like your Gmail if you read that more. So there's technical solutions for your avoidance. So definitely email. And then in the counseling advising department, we also have a Facebook page and an Instagram page, and we often put important dates on our social media.
Yeah, I would say use the college event calendar. A lot of our offices actually have our own calendars within that. Speaking specifically for transfer, all of our events are there. We keep it updated regularly and it's far in advance, so you can always search out different workshops, different events, or if there's specific schools you're looking for, you can do that all from the calendar.
Awesome, thank you. And finally, what advice would you give a first-year student who might be hesitant to reach out for help?
Don't be hesitant. We care about you so much. Just like our new president said, everybody here wants you to be successful. Every staff member, every faculty member, every administrator. And while we have lots of skills, we're not mind readers. So sometimes we don't know that you need help, but all you have to do is ask. And I promise you, we will do everything we can. I would encourage you not to wait until there's a big problem, because when there's a big problem, we have fewer options. Proactive problem solving is something I would encourage.
I would say come in early and come in often, especially if you're taking a subject that is maybe not a strong area for you. You don't want to wait until you're struggling with something, because often you're so frustrated by that point that it's hard for you to catch up or learn new materials. So make those tutoring appointments early in the semester, even if it's a subject you're really strong in, because it's just going to help you stay on top of everything, and then you have that built-in support as you go throughout the semester. The other thing is, in task, it's a judgment-free zone. It doesn't matter to us why you're coming in and seeking support. Again, you might be struggling in a class, or maybe you're just trying to make sure you keep your grades high where they're at. It doesn't matter. We're just happy that you're reaching out to us. And again, we're all here to help you be successful students, and we're happy to see you. And I would encourage you to come in and get to know our staff, even if you aren't using our services right away. We're a really great resource for connecting you not only with our services, but other services available to you on campus. We all work very closely together, and we often, I'll take students down to the library, or you'll bring students to us. So use us as a resource to help you find out what else is available at the college as well.
I also work with the Phi Theta Kappa students on campus, which are the Honor Societies. It's the Honor Society for Community College students. So I asked them this question, and I said, tell me, what should I be telling these students that are going to be joining us this fall? And they said, one of the things that you have to get used to is seeing that asking for help is coming from a point of strength, not weakness. And it's a life skill. And many of them said, I wish I would have got used to asking for help, or asking questions, or reaching out earlier, because the more you do it, the easier it gets. So it is a friendly place. We've probably heard your question before. If we don't know, we have friends that we can send you to. But this is a safe space in which, to kind of exercise that right to ask a question and get an answer.
I think it's important to foster a sense of belonging by joining a student club. So the Honors Student Advisory Committee meets typically on Monday afternoons, but we can change depending on what everyone wants to do. Why am I saying that to you? Because yes, everybody who works for COD loves students. That's why we're here. I think it's like part of our interview. Like, how much do you love students? Do you really love students? Are you sure you love students? Like, we love students. Even our painters love students. I'm going to be totally honest. Our custodial staff, our police, like, we love students. But beyond that, let's lean on students that have already been here, so second-year students. And by joining a club, you'll connect with students who have already been here, kind of know the ropes, know where to park, know what time to arrive, know those small tidbits of information that will get you through, know where to get coffee, where the cheapest coffee is, that type of stuff. So think about that. Joining a student club really helps you connect and engage with students who already have experience on our campus and know how to do COD well.
I have one more quick thing to add to that. A little plug for one of the clubs that I am a co-advisor with Dr. Duggan. We are celebrating our 15th year of Autism America, which is a club for neurodivergent students. So if that's something you're interested in, we meet to change. Is it Tuesdays? It's first Tuesdays of every month. So we would love for some of you guys to join. We have a great time. It's a really big club. Oh, and then I have one more thing. I love resources. The other thing that I would encourage you all to do, you all are full-time students, and we have a wonderful physical education building. Mm-hmm. There's a lap pool, there's equipment, you can take classes, elective classes as part of your degree. And we all know that when you exercise, the science tells us that we sleep better, we eat better, we perform better. So I would definitely encourage you to check that out.
Fantastic. Thank you, folks, for your time. I really do hope that students, parents take this back and apply some of the great things that you just heard about. All right, so thank you, panel. We really do appreciate your help. Let's give them a round of applause.
Hello again, everyone. I wanted to come up here because we actually have a special guest this evening. And it's really special because this is the way that our community has converged with each other. And so I would ask that Chair Finney, who's our board chair, please stand. She's actually here with her daughter, who is a scholar. And so we talk about community and family at College of DuPage, and this is what we mean by that, where our board chair's daughter is actually a scholar. So if we can give Chair Finney a round of applause. Thank you.
All right, so next we're going to go ahead and call all of our scholars up to our podium to receive their goodie swag box, as well as their certificate with their names right there. So if you don't mind, when I do call your name, and again, I want to apologize if I make a mistake or two, but I'm going to try my best. You would just come up here to your left, my right, and we'll go ahead and get you guys your swag and your certificates. So first, I have Ibrahim Hatib. There he is. Come on up, Ibrahim. Audrey Bekielewski. Brianna Berkowitz. Isaac Benek. Jacob Buczowski. Anne Bogoslavsky. Elizabeth Bogoslavsky. Victoria Bratko. Alexa Castro. Talia Catalano. Nazar Charniakou. Kevin Ching. Peter Considine. Brianna Dotson. Tyler Engel. Matthew Fitzgerald. Benjamin Furmanek. Rehan Gaius. Jake Grabowski. Trent Hines. Saul Zer. Kylie Kozio. Natalie Langen. Paul Langen. Quinn Lindsay. Marcos Leosis. Juan Lopez. Elizabeth Littell. Sarah Pappas. Alyssa Passini. Ishrai Patel. Sydney Peterson. Kenneth Fan. Lauren Quinn. Belinda Ramos. Kaylee Rodek. Alexander Rodriguez. John Rossi. Huria Siddiqui. Clara Scarin. Theodore Sucharuski. Ali Syed. Zane Whetstone. Carolina Zygmunt. And Kayla Fenny. Congratulations, 2025 incoming scholars. All right, folks, so next,
If you didn't receive a box, you can come find us at the end.
yes, if you didn't receive a box for whatever reason, please feel free to come by to the front at the end, and we'll go ahead and get you guys your swag bags, okay? Perfect, and if there's an error or mistake, we'll take care of it out front at the end, okay? Thank you, guys. So next, we're going to go ahead and bring in a student panel. So we have some very incredible ambassadors that work with the admissions office and represent COD with some of these recruitment events and other initiatives that we have. So I want to go ahead and invite our student ambassadors for our student panel, Divine Nakanga, Adam Al-Shaka, and Buddy Hicks Gomez. We think it's important, in addition, to share all the great resources and things that we're doing here from a staff and administration perspective. It's always incredible and it's always a great idea to share the student perspective so that you can get a better idea of what it is like to be a COD student. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and kick off our first question here. What do you wish you had known before your first semester here?
I guess I go first, but I kind of just wish I knew like what resources I could do to kind of like lessen the load of the tuition, because like when I started, I initially got help with my family, and then we had a family emergency, and then I had to step in and pay for my own tuition and all that stuff, and then I was working full time, and then going to school full time, and then I didn't know where to go to help me, just be open to opportunities. I wasn't really engaged on campus. I felt like I was just kind of disconnected, going to work, going to school, going home. And, I just kind of felt like I was kind of lost. And then eventually someone just like talked to me about different things. They were like, there's different resources here. And there's not a problem with asking for help. There's not a problem with like just trying to clarify some things, because sometimes you just kind of assume things and it doesn't end up right. And then you're just kind of like stuck in this assumption that, oh, I can't do this because this and that. But in reality, it's just your own restrictions. So I just kind of wish that I asked more and just kept on pushing on things that I knew that I wasn't 100% on, until you're comfortable with what you know. So yeah.
I guess I'll go next. Something I wish I would have done before classes started would probably be apply for more scholarships, because there are tons that go unused. And I remember I cold applied to a ton of scholarships during first semester, and I was actually able to get full coverage during the second semester. So just apply for as many scholarships as you can. There's also a lot of opportunities to get student stipends, such as student ambassadors, and say CAB for on-campus activities. So just try and find as many scholarships and on-campus opportunities as possible.
So I want to add on to the scholarships. Now, you might be wondering, like, oh, I already have the presidential scholarship, or I already have some scholarships from outside sources covering my tuition. I want to inform you that sometimes in special cases, you can actually have scholarships that stack so that you can actually get like a refund. It can help you out with other bills that are related to your education. And it's really something you should know about, and it should encourage you, not discourage you, if you already have scholarships, to continue applying to scholarships. And another thing I want to mention is I wish I had known about the student job portal website that we have here for COD. There's a lot of amazing campus jobs, and especially, I know you're all full-time students, your schedule will get very busy, and if you have to commute maybe every few times a week very far, it can get time consuming. But if you have a job on campus, it's way more efficient. You have way more free time, and I highly recommend it. We have a lot of great job opportunities here, so I wish I knew that more, because they actually do fill up real quick. So if you are looking for a job, I'd recommend when you get home tonight, look up the student job portal and start applying. And I also want to, I wish I would have known about this before. I was really nervous going into college. I'm a first generation college student. I'm the oldest in my family. I had no clue anything. I had no clue at all how expensive college was. I had no clue how to handle my academics, nothing like that. So one thing I really wish I knew is to try to know more from your professors. Try to learn more about them. Try to, start conversations with them, because I know a lot of people have mentioned, but the professors here are absolutely, fabulous people. And what I mean by that is most of them, especially the full-time professors, they want to work here. And I know a lot of people mentioned it. They do indeed love students. But to be more specific, some of them, do this as a passion, or some of them also have a lot of other, side gigs that, might correlate to what you're studying. For example, my physics teacher, he had like a YouTube channel teaching physics, and he had like 300,000 subscribers, and he taught, and it was just really cool, talking about physics, rockets and planes. And I also had like this chemistry teacher. She was part of like a Nobel Peace Prize team, and like the professors here like really know their stuff. So even though they might be teaching chemistry, and let's say that's what you're majoring in, try to start some conversations with them. They can give you some, job tips, and might try to help you out and give you some advice. Highly recommend knowing your professors more.
Thank you. So how did you get involved on campus, and what impact has that had on your college experience?
I guess like I was already super involved in high school, like maybe many of you are, and I guess I wanted to continue that momentum, but I was kind of nervous, so I went to NSO because I didn't want to get lost on campus on my first day. So I was just like, you know what, let's go. And I met a lot of new people. I met some friends that I'm still friends with to this day, and that was like 2 years ago. I joined the NSO program, but I do remember when I first got here, the Black Student Alliance president, Petre, he came up to me, and he was like, do you want to go to a club meeting? And I was like, you know what, yeah. And then at that club meeting, there was like a student panel for high school students, which I'm kind of doing right now. And then I joined that. And then my friend Didi and I met, and then we just started an art club. You can start your own clubs here too, which is another great thing about COD. And then it just kept on going from there, and then I became officers of different clubs. I joined different programs. I did a lot, honestly, and I gotten to know so many influential, smart, and just like passionate people about their majors, what they want to do in life. They care about helping the community, and they really inspire me. And I guess it just kept on pushing me to, one, I wanted to continue to help people. I think that's something that I really like about the community here. If you are a student and you want to be engaged, you don't have to be 100% on everything. You don't have to join 10 clubs, and, it's just not feasible. But going at your own pace and trying to form these connections with people, you kind of just already have like a better outlook on life, and like maybe you want to change your career, because I know at first when I joined like the program that I'm studying right now, I thought, oh, it's just for the money. And then I realized I want to do something more with my life, that kind of aligns with what I'm doing now, but in a way that kind of helps people on a broader scale.
So for me, I wasn't actually too involved in high school, so I really only did sports. So last year after I graduated, I actually applied to be a student ambassador, and that's how I started getting involved with these people here, because I met them through ambassadors, and through them I met a ton of other people. And I actually joined a club for the Hispanic community second semester. That and just having a lot of friends that you hang out with on campus, it has a good impact. It just has a good impact because you just enjoy your time here. You find people to study with, and it's just an overall positive impact for people here.
So for me, I actually was like in 10 clubs in high school. I did like every club I had a friend in, I would just join it and just participate. Here, I feel like at College of DuPage, especially being full-time students, your schedules are tight. You might be working. You might be wondering, like, can I even fit in like a club? Is it even worth it? And the answer to that is yes, 100%. You don't have to do in college like 10 clubs to have a chance at transferring or building like a solid job profile, like portfolio. Instead, like what I did is I just focused on like joining 2 clubs, and that was the Student Ambassador Program and the New Student Orientation Leader Program. Now, the student ambassadors, the way I found out about it was also from the scholarships. Some of them require you to get volunteer hours, and so that kind of pushed me. That gave me some motivation to start looking around and start looking at COD's website on volunteer opportunities. And from there, I found out about the student ambassadors program. And from the student ambassadors program, I met some friends sitting right here, and everybody's very chill. Everybody is great people, and they're really good friends. And from there, I actually found out about other opportunities, including the new student orientation leader program. So I recommend just joining one club that interests you, and from there, you can actually see what other clubs, stick out to you and join from that. So.
Thank you. Can you describe a challenge you faced in college and how you overcame it?
Well, aside from the tuition and stuff like that, it was just trying to balance everything, honestly. I felt like on one side, like at the beginning, I was just so detached from just the community, and I felt like I was just going through the motions of things. And then once I got involved, I got too involved, and then it was just like, you gotta dial it back a bit. And also just trying to find time for yourself, for your academics, and just like trying to balance it. There's not really a perfect balance to it. Sometimes I lag. Sometimes I just can't do something on a certain day. And I guess it was just trying to understand that I am human, and I will most likely not reach all of the goals that I want, but I want to reach the ones that are important to me, and just trying to keep up with my grades, make sure that I have somewhat of an idea of what I want to do with my future, just trying to understand what I want, and also just realistically plan out things that I can do to get to my goals, and just trying to dial it back and focus on what is important to you at the time.
I would half agree with that. I'd say a big thing for me was time management and procrastination. So I would always be hanging out with friends. It wouldn't be too productive towards the beginning of the first semester, but then I had to sit down with myself and figure out like, why am I not getting all my work done on time? Why am I turning things in like a day or two late? So finding like a good balance between like friends and schoolwork. So I know that after almost every one of our classes, like towards the end of the semester, I would get together with my friends, and we would talk with each other. We would see what assignments we had gotten, and we would get those done the same day of. Just focus on trying not to procrastinate. Like I know one of you were talking about how a lot of students struggle with procrastination, and try to find a good balance between your personal life and your academic life.
So for me, I know we heard a lot about asking questions and seeking help when you do need help. So one of the challenges I actually experienced was very niche. There wasn't really necessarily an answer online. There's no Google, there's no Reddit post to help me with my situation. I really felt alone, and it related to like a financial hardship. So what I did is I just went to like whatever was open that day after my class, and it was the career services department. And I went there and I spoke with the people. I explained them to my situation and what was going on and how this suddenly like happened. And they directed me to the right people to ask. And from there, they told me, you know what, you should go to the financial aid department. You should, schedule a meeting with your counselor. So I went and did that. And just to summarize it, basically, because I, sought out and got help, I was able to actually get something that like my FAFSA, for instance, everybody's familiar with FAFSA, how it considers your family's income from like 2 years ago, which is not really well representative of your current income. So that was kind of my situation, and my family had like a financial hardship, and I received no financial aid, no nothing. And when I went to the financial aid counselor, he really sat down with me, and everybody I spoke with was really helpful in my situation. And he was actually able to tell me some certain scholarships to apply for. And he also helped me get my FAFSA reconsidered and to get like the adequate aid that would actually correspond with my current my family's financial situation. And that has tremendously helped me a lot. And I was actually able to, the next semester, focus on my academics and maintain good grades. So I know a lot of people said it, you might, this is what I always hear, but generally seek help, even if you're a little bit nervous, overcome that. The staff here and the professors and every person in every department, you're gonna get answers that are not available on Google, that are not available on Reddit. So I really encourage you to seek help. And that's how I actually overcame the biggest challenge I had in college.
Awesome. So as you folks know, they're incoming from the high school level. So what would you recommend to them in terms of balancing academics, work, social life with this new freedom, with all this time on their hands?
Honestly, I feel like your first couple days, one, you should focus on trying to figure out your way around campus because you can get lost pretty fast. I remember, like, I think I missed the class because I was low-key lost, and I was just like, you know what, I'm going home. And I did. And, you know, sometimes you just kind of have to familiarize yourself with certain places. I think the library is a great place to start doing that. You know, there's already students, it's a quiet space, it's calm. You know, maybe find a hangout area and then try to, like, I would say, go to your classes and also try to talk to your classmates. I feel like if you want to get involved, it's kind of nice to also know who's in your class. You know, you can do a study group, just stuff like that. But also just try to see if you want FAFSA or you have FAFSA, and maybe check with the counselor. Make sure that your course is actually in line with your degree plan. If you're undecided, that's cool. But they also have classes for like career development as well, so maybe you could check out those. There is a club list on the COD website that you could check out. Maybe go to one meeting and just commit to those one meetings once a week. You can add on to that. You can just say, hey, maybe clubs aren't for me, but you can go to little small events. Just trying to like dial it back. And also I would recommend, if you can, just go to the library once a week. It's very calming. It's very nice.
Academics always comes first. So even if it's like an hour a day, or like 4 hours throughout the week, always try to put time aside for academics as number one. If you can incorporate aspects of your social life into that, then you're golden. You're all set. Because similar to my answer for the last question, me and my friends would always find empty classrooms, and we would just fill up every single whiteboard for like 4 or 5 hours, like every other night, just doing homework or just studying for our classes. After that, if you have a job, I suggest only working on the weekends and leave the weekdays for academics, and say that you have a test on Monday, then try to get off of work the weekend before. But the main itinerary being academics, then work, and then always leave at least a day or two for social life after all that.
So I want to add on to what Dave said. So really try to plan out your schedule. I used Google Calendar, and I never really used any form of calendar before, especially in high school. I just try to remember everything on the top of my head. And obviously, you know, it was very stressful. And college, you know, the stress does not go away. You're gonna have doctor appointments, you're gonna have work, you're gonna have, you know, assignments you forgot about. So I highly recommend using Google Calendar, sharing that calendar with your family members so they actually know, wait, my kid has an exam tomorrow. I'm gonna do some chores for them. I'm gonna, ease some stress. So I highly recommend that. I also recommend setting screen time for your apps. And this sounds really weird, but for me, I had a problem on Instagram. I just, whenever I had like an exam the next day, Instagram Reels would give me the best videos I've ever seen in my whole life. And so it has actually taken a lot of time from studying for me. So what I decided to do is I told my sister, like, hey, can you set like a screen time limit on my app, like 15 minutes a day, and don't tell me the password. And from that actually made me very productive. So I highly recommend doing something like that with your family members. And another thing I also recommend is, I know academics come first, but try to squeeze in fun during your schedule. So for me, I was taking like 18 credit hours, and I was also working. It was hard to fit in, hangouts with friends and all that. So I had this like 7 a.m. chemistry lab on Wednesdays, and it was brutal, waking up early, and it was like 4 hours long, and everybody would be hungry afterwards. And so I would, go out, get Chick-fil-A by myself, and then I realized, like, wait a minute, I should probably ask some friends, some classmates, and then from there, it actually became a habit where every single Wednesday morning, we looked forward to the lab, being over, so we can all go to Chick-fil-A for like an hour before our class started. And that was really fun, great memories, great conversations. So try to incorporate fun into your daily routine. Let's say, you go to dinner at this place after college on a Thursday. Try to invite some friends, make it a routine, and that's how you can actually, it's a great stress reliever. And also, try to get as much work done at school. So what I mean by that is, when you go home, there's a lot of distractions. You might, try to take a nap a little bit. But I highly recommend, if you have a lot of assignments, especially in exams, try to get a lot of studying done after your classes. The library, from my knowledge, closed at like 10 p.m. So if I had like a really important exam, I would stay studying all the way up until like 10 p.m. Like the night before. I go home, eat, and then just go to sleep. And it really helps you be more productive with your time.
Thank you. All right, last question for you folks. What's one on-campus resource or service you think every new student should take advantage of, and why?
Honestly, sometimes you just kind of have to, one, check your email, and two, you just kind of have to what is my main goal here? I need better grades. I have to go to the tutoring academic center. I need to be more involved. Maybe I should go to the little student engagement hall and just walk around there, go to Student Life, see what they have. There's just so many things. It just depends on what you need and also what you're comfortable doing as well. Just there's no harm in asking. Everyone's very helpful. There's a lot of resources here. You just kind of have to look for them. You have to pay attention. And sometimes when I get an email from some type of school email, I'm just but I read it. And sometimes it's something nice. Maybe it's an event where there's free food. Maybe it's some type of resource that I can use. And it's just nice to know these things because one, kind of staying informed is just one of the best things you can do for yourself. And also it can help others. If it's not interesting to you, you could just be hey, my friend's interested in this type of art program. Maybe I could be oh, hey, there's just a thing that's going on Thursday if you want to go with me. And then you just, kind of build on that.
If I'm being honest, I do not read my email that much. But a lot of the events I do go to are by word of mouth. So if you're even just hanging around on campus, there's a lot of posters, flyers for different events on campus. As for resources that I recommend to everyone to go to the Academic Advising Center, especially if you're more unsure about what major you want to do, or you know what major you want to do, but you don't know exactly what classes you're going to take. They'll help you out with everything academics related. They have one-on-ones. You do have to schedule up ahead, although some days they might take walk-ins. So the Academic Advising Center, and I would also utilize during the school year the Tutoring and Academic Support Center, because they have a ton of different ways that just help you with any kind of classes. They have a bunch of different tutors and student peer tutors that'll just help you with almost any subject that you need help with.
So for me, I know the question was what's one campus resource, but I just have three really important ones I want to mention. First is the athletic center, the PE building. So for that, as a full-time student, you have a free gym membership, and the gym there is actually very nice. And this kind of relates to the previous question, but if you go to the gym, I'd recommend canceling that gym membership, save some money, and instead go to the COD gym after your classes as much as you can, because it's convenient, it's right there, you don't have to commute, waste more time. And the second resource I recommend is the career services. So I actually went to the career services a few times, especially one of them was to make an appointment to get my resume reviewed. They have incredible resources, and the staff there really know what they're talking about. I thought my resume was, it was polished. There's not much more I can really fix on it. But I went there, and for 1 hour straight, I just got feedback, constructive criticism. I was I could never even think this was possible. So they really know what they're talking about, and they will help you with finding internships, finding jobs, and if they even if you need a suit and they'll rent it out. They really set you up for success in your career. And the third thing is the task, which is the tutoring center basically. So I struggled a lot for my calculus class in my fall semester, and the tutoring here is actually free to you as a student. It's part of your tuition, so you don't actually have to pay for any tutoring, and you get basically unlimited tutoring. And so especially for me, it was really helpful. I got unlimited tutoring for math, and it was incredible. So, and the tutors there they really know their stuff. Some of them have degrees specialized in this, and they're great people as well.
Awesome, thank you. We can give these folks a big round of applause. Thank you, Divine, Adam, and Buddy. Thank you for your time. So as you can tell from everything you've heard today, there are a ton of resources that are going to be available to you folks to make sure that you're successful, right? We're here to help you get to that next step, whether that's a four-year college or university or into the workforce. So we hope that you do take advantage of all of these different resources that are, again, meant to help you guys on your journey and your path here with us at College of DuPage. I will also just quickly say, check your email. I know Buddy hasn't checked his email a little bit here and there, but I definitely recommend you stay in touch and in the know with regard to what's going on with College of DuPage, because that's the main way that, again, instructors and the different services reach out to you folks. So with that said, congratulations, Scholars 2025. If you can all just stand up real quick, I want to take a quick picture of you all, or a quick video. So if y'all can just quickly stand up, and parents, family, friends, let's give them a big round of applause. Welcome to College of DuPage. We look forward to seeing you folks here in the fall, but you can come by before then as well. Real quick, one house cleaning note for you folks that may have gotten the wrong box. If you can just go to the front and check in with those folks there, they'll go ahead and take care of you, okay? Thank you folks very much. Have a wonderful night. And again, congratulations, Scholars.